Hello, and welcome to DataSunrise functionality demonstration video. In today's video, we will show you how you can use DataSunrise with Oracle EBS in order to protect all the personal data. In order to do this, we will be using our brand new extension for application user capture feature, Oracle EBS option. With this option, you can now easily configure your rules in order to adjust them according to the application users in your ERP system on the example of Oracle EBS. Okay, let's now check how you should configure your database in Web Console in order for this feature to work. First, you should enable application user capture feature here in Actions drop-down menu. Now, along with other capture types, you can use Oracle EBS. Let's choose and enable this option here. Then, you have to create several application users which you want to grant different level of access. We will be using two users in our case. One of them will have less level of data access and see the data in a different way. Next, let's go to audit. Here we created the simple audit rule which will track all the activity in the database. And finally, let's check our dynamic masking rules. Here we created two rules targeted at different views in database which contain personal data which we want to protect. As you can see here in filter sessions, we included one of our application users so that this rule will trigger only when this user will be performing some activity in EBS. So this user will see all the data masked. Let's now proceed to the Oracle EBS and see how this works on practice. Let's open the form containing private data using the user with lesser level of data access and see how it will be displayed for this user. Let's look up random user here. As you can see, the data of the employee we looked up is obfuscated. We cannot see any private data here since it's masked with a masked value. The name, the last name, middle name, social security number are masked so that this user can't see the data. Now, let's sign into EBS using other user, which according to scenario has higher level of data access. Let's inspect how data is displayed for this user. Let's look up the same worker here. Excellent. As you can see, for this user, the data is unmasked. So we can clearly see the last, the first, the middle name, as well as social security number of this worker. Finally, let's proceed to DataSunrise Web Console and check how the data was captured and how we observe the events from the perspective of the Web Console. Let's first go to dynamic masking rules, to dynamic masking events, and check how it is displayed here. As you can see, our application user triggered the rule so that we can see several entries in dynamic masking events which are related to the data access event in Oracle EBS. And finally, let's go to transaction trails of the audit section and see all the queries coming from this and that user. However, Oracle EBS uses a lot of own SQL queries and procedures in order to keep itself running. So we will be using filters here in order to find the queries. Let's create a filter based on application usernames. Let's put them here. And add another filter based on query. Since we know, according to official Oracle EBS documentation, the name of the table. So it should be contained in the query. Let's look it up. Let's apply the filter and see what happens. As you can see, we can see all the data here, and we can see the application usernames, the names of the users who issued these queries from the Oracle application form. If you enter the event, you can see all the data, including technical information, the query, and query results, which can be adjusted according to your own needs. So, to sum up, in today's video, we showed you how you can use our brand new extension for application user capture feature, the Oracle EBS, in order to track down activities of the users of your Oracle ERP system. From this release, you can use this feature to easily configure your rules in respect to the application users in your system, so that no private data is exposed to the unwanted eyes. Thank you for your attention. Goodbye.